Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Renee. If you're new, hi, welcome to our channel. Sit back, enjoy, relax. This is going to be a very calming video. A lot of you guys actually ask me how I stay very calm. I have a very calming demeanor. I'm very relaxed, whatever. I don't even know. So I decided to kind of like reflect a little bit on myself and find out why I'm so calm or what things help calm me down. And I came up with 10 things that give me a more relaxed state, and hopefully this will help you guys if you guys are looking to be more calm. This is a very different video. I totally understand that. I just thought it was a really fun, I don't know, video. It's a little different, but whatever. I think a lot of the times people say relax and like meditate, but I'm not like a meditator. I've tried, like I meditate after yoga, but like I don't know. These are going to be 10 tips on how to stay calm in stressful situations, or if you're dealing with anything like that kind of thing. So I'm gonna go just dive right in. The first tip that I have is my spirituality. So spirituality to me, I've been I was aware of like thoughts and the mind and the whole spiritual realm of like life probably 5 years ago. I really got into it. I actually started this channel on like a thing called Manifestation Wednesday videos, which is like law of attraction content, spirituality based content. And I think ever since I had spirituality in my life, I've been in a more relaxed, calm state of mind, just because you become more aware of certain things, your surroundings, aware of your thoughts, aware of yourself. You're very present, you practice gratitude, and you can always find the good in situations. So if you're very stressed or uncomfortable, like you somehow can kind of get a grasp on like what's going on up here in your thoughts while the situation is happening, and it definitely helps you stay in a more calm state of mind. You also like kind of learn not to take life so seriously, and you have a better understanding of like your present situation and just life in general. So that definitely has kind of calmed me down, and I feel like added that sense of calmness and relaxation into my personality. So if you guys are interested in, you know, spirituality, maybe dive a little bit more into like books about like awareness or presence or thoughts in your mind and stuff like that, definitely helps. So the second tip that I have is the reduction of clutter. I, as you guys probably know if you watch my channel, am very organized. I'm very clean. I thrive in a clean environment, but that also means like not that much stuff. So I have fewer things. I've always been like this. I mean, I'm not a minimalist, but I definitely have minimalist tendencies. Like I get rid of a lot of things that no longer hold meaning to me. I don't have trouble getting rid of things. I have very few items, and everything that I do have has a purpose or a meaning, or there's some sort of like connection to it. I don't ever just like having things just to have things. I've never been like that. And when I am clean in my environment, I'm also clear in my mind. When I have a very cluttered environment or space, it definitely like gives me anxiety and overwhelms me, and I feel a little bit wired and stressed. So that definitely helps in sense of like calmness in general. It's just like my surrounding area. I don't have a lot of things like. And I also feel like you can declutter not only just your environment, but like your mind as well. So like obviously if you're into journaling or like reflection or like talking it out with someone else, like a doctor, like a therapist, like the reduction of clutter in general definitely puts you in a different state of mind and helps you calm down for sure. I always like kind of go by the rule of like less is more and quality over quantity. So yeah, that's just something I do. So another thing is planning, but planning smart. So again, if you watch my channel and you know who I am, you guys know I'm like a planner. I love planning. I like being super organized, but there's a balance in planning. I think planning short term, weekly, daily is really, really important. But I think when you're planning for like way like far in advanced future, that's where things can get a little bit overwhelming, because you're kind of like paving yourself up for a certain life and giving yourself a path when you don't even really know what's to come. So like, you know, those 5-year plans, I've never done that because I'm just like, I don't even know where I'll be in 5 years, like what I'll have to deal with, what comes up in my life. And when I give myself a 5-year plan, or I have this vision of what I want my life to look like, and it doesn't look like that, it can become stressful. It can cause depression. Look at yourself 5 years ago, or even a year ago. If you had told yourself where you would be, what you'd be doing, there's no way you could have planned for it, because you would have never known what was to come in 5 years. And you can do the same, like when you look at it in terms of the future. Like your future self like is gonna laugh at you for trying to plan your life and like prepare yourself for like the unprepared. Like you have no idea what's coming, so why would you sit there and just like waste your time, energy, and effort into planning out your long-term future when, you know, it's like you're gonna have no idea where you are. So it's, I think planning, like I said, there's a balance. I think it's really important to plan short term because, or like daily, because you have a purpose, you know, where you're putting your energy into, and it's very helpful in that way. Like if I'm not planning out short term, like my day or anything like that, I tend to get a little bit overwhelmed and my mind is all over the place. So organizing my days like that short term is really, really helpful. It helps me stay calm, but at the same time, not planning long term also helps me stay calm and kind of just go with the flow and take life as it is without having expectations going into my future. And then I feel like when you have expectations, that's where things tend to get a little bit stressful or overwhelming, or kind of hard to deal with. So the balance between the two, it's like plan short term to help stay calm, but also don't plan long term to stay calm. So the fourth tip that I have is to have a balanced personality. So I believe that like there's obviously people who waver more towards introverted and people who waver more towards extroverted, but to sit there and label yourself as either or, I think is very detrimental to your social life, I guess. Like I feel like everyone is a balance of the two. I feel like obviously, like I just said, you can waver towards one side more than the other, but I think there's a balance. So like you have to kind of understand and find out your personality and what you need in the moment. Sometimes if you're surrounded by a lot of people, it could be like a calling to kind of just relax and have me time. But then if you're having too much me time and you're alone and you're inside a lot, like me, when I'm like filming and stuff all the time, I crave that social environment. I crave people around me, and when I have that feeling, I call up my friends and hang out. But I know when I need what part of my personality. Do I need to be more introverted? Do I need to be more extroverted? And having a balance between the two definitely kind of like creates ease in your life and comfort in your life, because I feel like, again, if you're wavering more towards one side, if you're around people all the time and crazy go, you're going to be a little bit overwhelmed and stressed. And if you're only like focusing on the introverted side and you're alone all the time and focusing on you and not surrounding yourself with people, you're going to get stressed in a way of like being in your thoughts and being sad and lonely. So balancing the two has definitely helped me become more calm in my life, because I'm getting a little bit of both from each side. So the fifth thing that I have is the people around me. So I surround myself with people that give me good energy. I don't know, I just feel people when I either kind of like vibe with them or I don't. And I surround myself with the people that give me the most energy and that give me the most calm presence. Obviously, like you're going to be in situations where you're around people that aren't going to give you like calming sensations, or they're going to kind of test that, and that's totally fine. But you have the power to expose yourself to the people that you want to be exposed to. If you're not comfortable in a situation, or someone's putting you down or making you feel not calm, you have the power to walk out of that room or get away from that person or not let them affect you. Sometimes we are in situations where obviously we have to deal with someone that we might not want to deal with, and they create the opposite effects of being calm. You have to decide, am I going to let this person affect me in a way that they want me to be affected, because you're gonna kind of let them win and you're letting them rule how you feel about yourself. The more people that you surround yourself that help you feel calm in a more calm state of mind, the more that's gonna balance out the people that you're dealing with that aren't maybe bringing you as calming energy as like other people. For me, that's Noah. Like Noah is such a calming energy. He really doesn't take life seriously at all. He's very chill, like very chill, complete opposite of me. And when I'm around him, I just get this overwhelming like calm vibes. I'm not so like strung out. Like he just calms me down, just his presence. Like there's certain people that just bring like very like low energy but like calming, good, go with the flow, carefree energy, and he does that for me. So whenever I'm feeling the need to like be calm, he definitely helps me when I'm around him. So the sixth thing that I have is music. Since Noah's been gone, music has definitely been like my best friend. I know what mood I'm in, and I actually have a Spotify account. It's just my name at Renee Amberg, but I have different playlists in there for specific moods. And when I'm ever feeling like in a very calm mood, or I want to just like kind of zen out, I have two. I have one called Flow, and that's more like upbeat flow, like calming music. But then I also have one that I will put on and just totally chill. And that is cinematic music. And I have a playlist called Simulation, and I'll pop it down below if you guys are into that. But it's music that makes you think and you get really deep, and it's very like dramatic, and it's cinematic music, so it's very like calming, and you just feel like you're in a movie. Like, I don't even know, but when I'm editing videos, or if I'm ever just like in a mood that I just need to like relax and be calm, I listen to that playlist. I also like listening to jazz in the morning. Like, I was in a situation recently with my cousin, and I swear to you, like, I'm not even being dramatic, we were basically like in a tornado, and that's like my biggest fear. Tornadoes and fires are my biggest fears. I don't even know why, but my biggest fear was happening, and I was in a panic state of mind. I was panicking, and I told her, I'm like, can you please put on jazz? Like, she laughed at me, but she put on jazz, and I instantly felt a calming sense of like peacefulness, because even though my outside area was freaking me out and I was like panicking and it's very scary, the jazz really just instantly kind of just put that like cloud over me of like calmness. So like jazz, like any type of music like that, just like if you're ever trying to like relax and be calm, I'm telling you guys, listen to the Simulation playlist that I have. It's just very, very beautiful, calming, and just like, I don't know, it's so weird how music just puts us in these moods. The 7th thing is baths. So I take baths all the time. I told you guys I can literally take like 3 baths a day. Obviously that's not the best because it's such a waste of water, and some people don't like baths, but like I thrive in baths. That's kind of like my reset button. When I clean and my space is all clean, that's a reset for me, but then I always have to take a bath, and that resets my energy. I feel very calm, especially taking a very like hot bath. Whenever I'm having troubles in life, when I'm upset, when I'm crying, if I'm arguing with anyone, like taking a bath just like takes all the tension out of my life, and it's just like an overwhelming sense of peace and joy. And if you guys aren't into baths, I totally understand that. Take a shower and just sit down and like feel it like raining on you. I know that's so freaking weird, but like I'm telling you guys, like it just like, just turn up the light, throw on that Simulation playlist, like put on a candle and just like breathe. It's just like you in your own little universe world, and it's just very calming. So the 8th thing that I have is a little bit different, and that is ASMR. I have talked about ASMR before, and if I'm ever like really needing to be calm, sometimes I'll listen to it when I'm editing my videos again. Sometimes I listen to it like when I'm about to go to sleep, if I need help taking a nap or something. There's this one girl in particular that I watch called ASMR Glow, and her ASMR is so talking about ASMR is so weird. I feel like people are like closeted ASMR people, and I definitely am, because I don't like verbally say, oh yeah, I listen to ASMR. Like, I think that's kind of weird. When you watch it for the first few times, you're like, what am I watching right now? Like, I feel so weird. But I'm telling you guys, you have to find like your certain triggers. I'll see if I can find like, there's 2 people in particular, like 2 videos that I feel like definitely make me very calm and tired. They give me a tingling sensation. So if you know, if anyone has ever like rubbed your back or like did that like head massager thing, and you get like a very tingly feeling and your eyes just kind of like go like very heavy, that's what ASMR gives you. But you have to listen to it with headphones too. And I suggest if you're listening to it for the first time, don't watch it with anyone else around you, because you're gonna feel really weird at first, I'm telling you. It really puts me in a really calm state of mind. It feels like I'm getting a massage, like that feeling, like if you've ever gotten like a professional massage, and like when you're walking out of the building, like you just have this like energy of like, I don't even know how to explain it. Just trust me. You have to find a trigger that like works for you, because there's different types of ASMR and different triggers. For me, I'm not even gonna go into it, it's kind of weird. Number 9 is getting in a flow state of mind. Flow is basically like when you exert all of your energy and all of your attention into something, you're so in that activity that you're forgetting like everything else, like you're forgetting what's going on, what to eat, like you're just such in this like flow state of mind of like being so into something. I have a whole video about flow if you guys are more interested in that. I'll pop it on the screen. I get in a flow state of mind when I'm editing a video. Like nothing else is going on, and when I get in that flow state of mind, I forget about all my problems. I'm like very calm and in a peaceful state of mind, and there's so many benefits to being in a flow state. I get in flow state when I'm doing like puzzles. That's a really, really big one. and that's a very calming activity. I get in a flow state when I'm reading, when I'm being just creative in general. So find your activity that sparks flow, and when you're so engulfed into that activity and you're just like forgetting about a lot of other things, you feel very at peace and very like untouchable to like the world and like your problems, and it definitely helps me stay in that calm demeanor. So the 10th and final tip that I have is a good view. So obviously I live on a lake. I have an amazing view. Whenever I'm stressed or anxious, I just go and look at it, and it gives me this like very calming, again, kind of like forgetting about the world like feeling. And I get like that whenever I look at mountains. To me are like very dramatic, and they give me such a peaceful energy. I don't know how to explain it. And views to me, so like looking at like really beautiful views, like if there's a city view or an ocean view or whatever, I just really appreciate a good view. I know a lot of people probably don't live on the water like I do, but there's different places that can give you different views. Like if you live in like an open valley, like just going, that's another one that brings me just like such a good calming feeling, is like going to an open valley and just seeing just straight land, like no buildings, no trees, no homes, like it's just all land. Like it just gives me such a peaceful feeling. When I look at clouds, I get like that. When I look up at the clouds and I only see clouds in my peripheral vision, like I don't see anything else, I just literally tilt my head all the way up to the clouds and just watch the clouds. It just like is so peaceful. Sometimes for people that's like the ocean or whatever, like you can go explore your surrounding area. There has to be a good view somewhere where you live, and just like sitting there and appreciating the view and just being in the moment is very calming. Those are the 10 ways that I stay calm, that help me get into a calm state of mind, and I definitely think a lot of them are the reason why I come across as calm, is like because I'm doing one of the 10. Yeah, if you guys have any ways that you guys stay calm, pop them down below. If you guys try any of these out and it helps you stay calm, definitely let me know. I appreciate you guys so much for watching this video. I love you, and I'll see you guys all in a future one. Bye guys.